to tell it to someone, the only show that avoids green vomit by avoiding green beer. First question is from Nish Brown. Would you rather fall in love, fall off a cliff, fall down the stairs, or fall asleep? Well, I usually fall asleep, then do all those other things. Only if I'm at the top of a cliff or up the stairs, or... I'd have to wait for somebody to fall in love, because I fall in love and then they don't fall in love back, and then it's just, it's like, you know, you're standing there waiting to catch the football, and then it's not there, and you're just waiting. It's sort of like, oh, I'm on my own again, and there's no football. Next question is from Yeah, You're Full of It. Yeah, you are. Yeah, that's how you pronounce it, I think. If God created the animals first, why am I older than my dog? Well, not in dog years, you're not. In dog years, 7 years, like, it's multiplied by 7, and you're not in dog years, you're just multiplied by 1. So your dog is actually older than you, and it involves God, and God spelled backwards is dog. So there's some sort of paradox there. I can't explain it because I didn't write one down. Next question is from Tradie Trev. Out of all the questions where people question, which do you question the questions or the person questioning the question? I find that question questionable. Drunken Roundtable asks, they tried to combine a spoon and a fork, and they got left with something that is horrible at either task. Can you think of anything more useless than a spork? Yes, I can. Ryan Eggersdale asks, if Jesus lives in a Christian's heart, is surgery required to remove him? Yeah, they you probably wouldn't like. See, what happens is they tried to do this once to remove Jesus once, and what happened was they took this guy and they nailed him to, no, first they got him to drag a bit of wood around, and then they nailed him to the bit of wood, and then they put vinegar in his mouth, and then they put a spear in his side, and then they took him off the piece of wood, and they put him in a hole, and then I put the rock on a hole, but it didn't work. It didn't actually remove Jesus, because he just came back like on Sunday, and that didn't work. So I don't know what sort of procedures gets Jesus out of your heart, apart from maybe a good dose of reality. That can work sometimes in some people, but certain people, you know, they just prefer to be asleep, and that means they fall off a cliff, as per the first question. It's called a callback. It's like a sophisticated comedy thing that I read about once in my sleep. Puss in Boots asks, is there something I shouldn't eat? And if there was, if you were a zombie, what would you eat first? Well, the answer to both is Jesus. I don't eat that. I made a video about that and why I really wouldn't eat it. It's, the reason is rather crude though. It involves, you know, the video's funny. It's funnier than this video and slightly less long, but this is a short one today. Next question is, no. That's it for this week's Tell It to Someone. And here's the answers to last week's Dovetail question. There's going to be something special for this week's Dovetail question. Yeah, because yeah, it's going to be great. It's going to be great. Just keep on tuned in to this video, and you'll see the wonderful. Well, you're reading this, of course. You're reading the answers to last week's Dovetail questions, which are, of course, some of them are rather painful. I don't know whether you can hear that. There's some noise going on over there. So the Dovetail question, yes, that comes from California Sun this week. You obviously know a lot about everything, so I assume you know that a great number of people. I know a great number of people, so I wonder if you can help me. Someone called Wellbeggar has been trying to get in touch with me, but has as yet been unable to contact me. I was hoping that you might know of what it is that he wants to tell me, so any of you, any help that you can offer will greatly appreciate it. See, Wellbeggar, he, just gets out of a spaceship and insults people and then goes away. And he's done that to everybody. Apparently, except for California Sun. So, we should all get together and as a mission of charity, we should all insult California Sun. So, that's the Dovetail question for this week. You want me to do one too, don't you? You, sir, are a prime meridian. There are some cartographers who would really take offense. Oh, you want me to sign off now? I'm dangerously talented and I don't have a cool sign off. I didn't have like a dinner. I usually have dinner first, and they evacuated the place instead. I forgot to turn this thing off, didn't I?